tonight with a look of confidence. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning. And both teams tonight unafraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standing. I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
He hits the second from the line. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Russell against Paul. Crowder outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Paul with it. Towns covering. Paul passes to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Fires the 3. The shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Towns. And Towns slams it home.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, the screen on Russell. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Russell against Paul. McDaniels from long range. Crowder grabs a miss. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Bridges, here we go. Fires from 14. Pass to Paul. Back to Crowder. Here's the 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
And Russell, here we go. Shoots over Paul. Edwards with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. The 3 from Russell. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Out to Bridges, left side Booker. Fires the 3, drops in the 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's Russell, and here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Chris Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Right side Booker. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it.
Minnesota ball.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Russell against Paul. And he makes it on the layup. Russell's got 5 points.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard, and the lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Paul passes to Booker. Now Ayton, defended by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Chris Paul. He's off on the first. Good on the second one.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Picked it out of midair. Right side McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here's Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
Russell against Paul. Pass to Booker. And stolen by Edwards. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Edwards. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Oh, man, 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Stolen by Russell. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside for Booker. Here's Paul. Tipped. And now we've got an intentional foul. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
First team foul.
Timberwolves on D. Here's Booker. Oh, a clear foul there on the mission. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so
The previous play is under review.
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Edwards with it. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Gobert. Here's Towns. For 3. Kept alive.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. And he recovers it. Will it go? Phoenix no good that time either. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Here's Paul. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
The Suns have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Bridges passes to Ayton. And here's Crowder from the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Crowder's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just get yourself into the right spot, and Crowder waits for that one to knock it down.
And it's Russell on the drive. And he banks in the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
5 to shoot. Here's Paul. That shot, no good. Oh, good D by Edwards. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size VA and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Russell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It's D'Angelo forcing the issue right there, trying to find a way to draw contact.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 1:13 left to play in the half. Bridges outside. Pass to Booker. It's Bridges on the wing. McDaniels covering. Booker for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Ball finds Crowder. Back to Paul. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Timberwolves. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. To the paint. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
Russell into the lane. Hauled in by Paul.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert inside. He's against Crowder. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And he sinks the second.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Booker with a screen on Russell. He gets it up. And the first half now in the books. The T-Wolves on.
15, the Timberwolves, 29.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So for Minnesota right now, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, he doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
First team foul.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
The line for the Timberwolves.
They throw good, Edwards. And for the Suns, they're shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Payne against Russell. Here's Johnson. Pass to Lee. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Lee's got his first bucket in this one.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Edwards. Now Towns. And there's the lob. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Saric finds Craig. The kick out to Johnson. Saric, the pass to Johnson. And the 3 off target. Minnesota shooting 59% in this one. A good average. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Here's McDaniels. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Johnson with the defensive effort.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Pass to Craig. Payne against Russell. Craig passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Craig. The Suns need to get off a shot. And here's Payne outside. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And so it's Minnesota with it. 13-point lead. Here's Edwards. Nice move.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
14th.
They throw good, Edwards.
Minnesota. Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. There's a screen by Johnson. Payne, the pass to Saric. Launches a 3, and the basket by Lee. Lee's got 5 points.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Payne against Russell. Towns for 3. They get the rebound. Outside McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Oh, through. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
The previous play is under review.
Gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. And he's good on the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Payne against Russell. Pass to Lee. Back to Payne. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
McDaniels against Craig. Towns for 3. Counted from distance. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Ah, the versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Now here's Payne. Shoots. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Outside McDaniels. 1:21 left to play in the third quarter. Count it. Edwards has got 17.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Suns getting their last shot to go. And the Suns pushing it up now from deep. Johnson to the right side. Lee on the wing. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Now here's Payne. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lee. It's blocked by Gobert. And he's able to get it back. Some changes for Phoenix.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Ayton. Give him 8 points now. Shot clock at 6. A leaner. Paul passes to Crowder. Now here's Booker. That three's off the mark. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota, hunting for opportunities. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Minnesota calls time here.
Timeout called for Minnesota.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting it well at 59%. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Here's Paul. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. Booker can't get it to go.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul so far. Here's Russell. Bridges knocks it loose.
Well, more than capable as a defender, Bridges with a great job using his length.
And they'll get another chance. Towns goes up again, and it's good on the lay-in.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Bridges with it. McDaniels covering. Clock at 6. Back to Bridges. Over McDaniels. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Edwards can't hit. Bridges outside, and he drives in. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Just pure shooting ability from Towns. Exceptional. A big guy who can do it all on the offensive end.
Outside Paul. Crowder outside from downtown. And the Suns get it back. Back to Paul. Crowder outside. Paul with it. Russell covering. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Wow.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Shot to end the cold streak. Over to the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ayton. Outside for Booker. There's the 3. On target from range.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
For Minnesota, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Edwards for 3. Oh, they find the hot hand. You can count it. He's 10 for 14 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Paul finds Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And Ayton with the stuff.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1. Very fluid.
Outside Russell. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight. But they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. But just really impressive.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Yep, that one goes.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And so here's Phoenix. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Nails it from 3.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now here's Booker. Off target from 3-point range.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Here's Bridges. And he can't jam it through. And Edwards puts up a deep 3 offline. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
say does.
And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Morant. And it's Aldama with the power forward. Out to Brooks. Morant with a wide open look. No good with the triple. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Out to the right wing. Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell passes to Towns. Fires for three. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Grant, rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards, inside. Payne for three. And rebounded by McDaniels. Here's Minnesota. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, we talked a lot about their shot-making ability. He said the trick is to balance efficiency with aggression. But, of course, everyone says that. The hard part is to actually do it. We'll see if this team can do it as well tonight, guys.
Thanks, D.A. Sounds like they're going to do what they can to get this offense rolling.
Yeah, they'd like to get out to a fast start, establish a little bit of rhythm and pace right up front.
Yeah, I think if they can come out and dictate the tempo, that's to their advantage.
And another miss by Memphis.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Morant outside. And he drives in, goes straight through the defender for the dunk, draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Towns, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Now here's Gobert. The drive by Russell. They get a hand on it. Morant looking around. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam?
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to Towns. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Gobert the pass to Russell. Edwards dishes to Russell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Back to Russell. To the paint. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Right side Russell. 13 feet away. And he connects with the jumper.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Now here's Morant for three. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's McDaniels. Yep, it counts.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Morant against Edwards. Morant passes to Bing. Offline with his 3. Russell feeling it out a bit. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Morant kicks to Brooks. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Russell passes to Gobert. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Gobert's got his second basket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. No good. Shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's McDaniels. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Dylan Brooks. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
Bane, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Right side Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Out to Edwards. Another shot, and it's good on the way up. Edwards got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, you see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
Bane for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It takes discipline to stay down on the pump fake, and D'Angelo Russell enjoys using it to get that defender committed.
And so Russell hits them both. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Bane with it, now guarded by Towns. Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Edwards kicks to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Adams finds Brooks. No good on the 3. Minnesota shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. It's stolen by Adams. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside Edwards. With the drive. Here's McDaniels. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Bain. It's stolen by Gobert. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
It's Russell with the drive. Outside Edwards. The shot's good. Edwards got 9 points.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Bain passes to Brooks. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That's a 2 from Towns. And the shot is long.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Morant with the steal. It's stolen by Edwards. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
30, the Grizzlies, 28.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the 4 slot. Memphis trailing here. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Russell high post. 6 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Out to Edwards. To the left wing. This one for 3. Over Bain. Tries again. Good. He hits the jump shot. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Here's Morant. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Russell kicks to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's Morant in the corner. And a wide open look for Payne. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's stolen by Gobert. It's tipped. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. McDaniels passes to Towns. Fades. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And Morant throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Morant kicks to Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Russell passes to Towns. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Steven Adams.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Here's Russell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
Bain, no good.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Morant. Passes it to Bain. From outside the arc. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic. Some will say Trae Young. And some might even say Ja Morant. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, showing off a little athleticism there. Fun watching Brooks get up high on that alley-oop.
And so it's Memphis heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Brooks with it. Guarded now by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside, Russell fires from deep. Gobert dishes to Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Morant. Now the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Edwards against Bain. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bain passes to Morant. From downtown, the shot, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Memphis leading by 9. Morant, the bounce pass. Over to the wing. From the arc. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 15 points in just the second half.
Oh, pretty stroke on Morant's long-range bomb there. When he's knocking down the shot from deep, he can be lethal.
Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation, my goodness.
Lobs it up there for Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the strike.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Edwards, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one, yes, sir.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Morant outside. Pass to Aldama. Brooks against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Bain passes to Adams, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Bain against Edwards. Here's Gobert. There's Russell with the 3. Towns. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Adams. Brooks kicks to Morant. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with a steal.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And Edwards drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Brooks, the pass to Aldama. Morant against Prince. Morant kicks to Brooks. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Bain looking around. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This was a hard-fought.
top rebounding teams in the league are set to clash here tonight, Smitty.
Yes, both sides understand that the best rebounding teams are the ones that do it by committee, BA. And if you can control the boards, you can control the game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3, small forward.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And he can't hit the second.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Now here's Morant. 5 on the clock. And then Morant with the jam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Pass to Booker. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Bane. Good. And the setup by Morant.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Out left to the wing. Outside Booker. Pass to Crowder. From deep. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. Here's Bane. Oh, Booker with a block. Here's a 3 from Paul. And no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. Not going to go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker, the pass to Paul. Back to Booker. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. The 3 from Bane. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Can they get it? Oh, and Jackson with the block. Morant against Paul. And stolen by Paul. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Now here's Paul. Pulls it. Brooks with the rebound.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Ja Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Morant following the score by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. For 3, Booker. And here's Crowder from the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Bane against Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Morant again missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
and this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Paul against Moran. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker. The free throw drops for Moran.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Paul passes to Booker. The kick out to Paul. Crowder outside. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. Launches it. Another three for Phoenix.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
And here's Morant outside. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
For three, Booker. The shot comes out. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spot. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Brooks outside. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. From behind the arc. The Suns clear it. Right side Paul. Booker for three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
He's a big target with long arms. Just throw it up there, and Steven Adams, he will go get it.
Pass to Booker. Paul against Morant. Paul, shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Ayton. Outside Paul. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Outside Bain. For three. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Crowder with it. Guarded by Morant. Out to Bridges. Left side Booker. Back to Paul. Shoots over Morant. And the Suns miss again.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Brooks with it. Stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns fast break. That's good from Paul on the assist by Bridges. Paul's got his first basket.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
On the wing, Brooks. Launches a three. Sinks the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Morant finds Bane. Lets the three fly. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. For three, Booker making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. Pass to Morant. Ball with a steal. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Morant. Outside for Brooks. Over Bridges. And it's Brooks missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
On the wing, Crowder. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. Can't get it to drop. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the... Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Green for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Johnson with it. Green picks him up. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the deep pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition 3.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. To the middle. For the lead. Offensive board. Back to Payne. Craig with a screen on Jones. Payne finds Craig. Another shot. The kick out to Johnson. From downtown. And the three-pointer goes. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Throws it up high. Hammers the lob through.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Outside Payne. Šarić a screen on Jones. Pass to Šarić. Here's Lee. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Conchar. Defended by Craig. Jones from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Outside Payne. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Craig. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He hits the second from the line. The Grizzlies have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Payne against Jones. Pass to Tillman. Puts it up from 12. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
After all these years, Danny can still get up and pull down rebounds and then makes good on the second chance opportunity.
Here's Saric from deep. Johnson. Conchar pulls it in.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Fires for 3. Payne with a double. The 3 is up. And it's Green missing.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Saric down low, working on Jones. Back to Saric. And yep, it's good.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Jones against Payne. Takes a 3. Jones misses. The Suns have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Payne with the bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Tillman. Got a hand on it. Outside Payne. And the shot goes in. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Here's Conchar. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Payne against Jones. Pass to Saric. 4-3. That shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Defended by Craig. They get it back. Tillman goes back up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Dario Saric, and he makes the first. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Green against Craig. Pass to Payne. Releases. Shot clock at 6. Back to Craig. It's stolen by Green. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. Here's Paul. Pass to Booker. To the paint. Here's Crowder. Back to Ayton. Out to Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. 2 on the clock.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks. Using his power on that play.
Got a piece of it. Ayton with it. He's picked up by Bain. For 3, Booker. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game. To the inside. Here's Crowder. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Jay Crowder, blue-collar combo forward, finds ways to outwork you.
Good on the second one. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. And stolen by Booker. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker with it. There's the three. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his fourth assist in this one.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. The drive by Morant. Good on the shot.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Pass to Crowder. Back to Booker. A little mid-range shot is up. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Morant against Paul. Bane, the pass to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Now Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Paul. It's Booker on the wing. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. And the Suns get it back. Ayton passes to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. Shoots over Morant. And it's Booker again missing. And Memphis shooting around 50% of the game so far. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Adams.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Paul passes to Booker. Bridges outside. Now here's Ayton. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Pass to Paul. Fires from deep. They get it back. Inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. From deep, Morant. Memphis the rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When you think of Dillon Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
Good on both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Bridges. Outside Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And he stays with it. Here he goes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Oh, that could have been the end of it. Instead, he hands them a lifeline.
Here's Phoenix. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And here's Bridges. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of...
Now, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist clock, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in its center.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, here's Ayton. Booker the pass to Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes.
Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. And the layup is good.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And the dunk by Towns.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Passes to Crowder. Launches a 3. No good from Booker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Ayton inside. Gobert on him. Pass to Booker. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Wasted no time on that one.
You know, we need to keep seeing this from him. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. Here's Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Russell. Out to Edwards. Over Booker. Edwards finds Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
2 minutes.
And it's Russell missing. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 3. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
I think this is Paul at his best. Has one of the nastiest pull-up jumpers in the game.
Edwards looking it over. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Booker the pass to Crowder, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting for Phoenix.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Bridges passes to Crowder. Lets it go from the wing, and the shot goes in.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the helper.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The kick out to Towns. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got 5.
And he's not going to miss that opportunity from deep.
Towns against Crowder. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
And here's Booker from the arc. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Suns ahead. They're up by. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Kicks it out to Booker. Over Russell. Again, the miss by Booker. Timberwolves trail by 3. Russell with it. Bridges covering. Russell passes to Gobert. And there's the try. Towns wide open. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
Ayton. Crowder kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Three-pointer. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. For 3, hits it from three-point range. Booker's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Suns.
Difficult shot. There are only a handful of players in this league with Booker's range.
It's Russell with the try. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned. Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Paul. And he makes good on the layup. Paul's got 7.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Russell inside, defended by Paul. Gobert can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Booker dishes to Bridges. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And there's the pass to Booker. Gets an open look and hits. He's got 11.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
Here's Russell. And he makes that one.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Pass to Book. Launches it. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
First team foul.
52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Russell. The rejection by Paul.
Chris Paul, such an outstanding defensive player, and his teammates appreciate that he gets steals, but he also can occasionally get a block shot, too.
Booker outside. Back to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Bridges inside the three-point line. 6 on the shot clock. Booker against Edwards.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Towns, the pass to Russell. Towns kicks to McDaniels. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Bridges for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Devin Booker making it. Thank you, David. And Booker.
25. Let's hear it for the Milwaukee.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Torrey Craig is out there with Johnson. Then there's Saric. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the shooting guard position. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Payne looking around. Down low. Here's Saric. Gobert with the block. And he recovers it. And that one is good. And the Suns lead by 1. Minnesota shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Here's McDaniels. Gobert trying to get open. Johnson with the rebound. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Left side, Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Saric away from the basket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the dunk by Towns.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Edwards against Lee, and Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Now Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Saric, and stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Saric just screen on Russell. To the inside. Towns with the steal. Here's McDaniels driving the lane. And yes, it's good. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Out to Lee. On the wing, Johnson. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 3. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And it's good for 2. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Towns with the steal. It's stolen by Sharge. Out to Lee. Sharge outside. Pass to Payne. Sharge dishes to Johnson. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Towns with it. Now guarded by Sharge.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Here's Payne. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Sharge. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Sharge is highly engaged and very good at keeping the defense on their toes and making them commit the foul.
Minnesota making a switch here. Prince is checked in, and the Suns here with a different look. Jay Crowder's checked in for Torrey Craig. Bridges comes in for Johnson. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Payne. Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. And the Timberwolves call time.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call plays.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
All right, everybody.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
It's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Bridges finds Paul. Beyond the arc, here's Ayton. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. Lock at 6. Paul with the ball, now guarded by Towns. Edwards from deep three-point territory. Great positioning on the putback. Russell's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves lead by 11. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter of a game that may be already out of hand. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's the lob to Towns. Crowder with the steal. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Prince, the pass to Russell. Back to Prince. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Paul. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker. Edwards defending. Shot to stop the run. Here's Ayton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Minnesota leading by 18. To the middle. And finished off by Gobert.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Paul kicks to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
And here's Russell. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Booker the pass to Paul. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The Timberwolves working the ball around 16 feet away. Bridges with the steal. Shoots the 3. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
7-1 wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Russell with it. A minute 50 left in the game. And the basket is good. Russell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Bangs home the trifecta.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Prince outside. That shot off, and Phoenix will come the other way. Booker looking around. Pass to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Timberwolves.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl Anthony Towns.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if there's anybody better than Chris Paul at starting the break. I mean, he initiates it quickly and turns defense into offense in a heartbeat.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And he lays in the alley-oop.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Right side, Edwards. 14 feet away. That shot, no good. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A confident win, and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Two teams here that like to play up-tempo, hoping to find lots of fast break points tonight, RJ.
Yeah, it could be tough when both squads have this type of speed. It makes it a little bit harder to escape the defense. And look, everybody will keep the ball locked up tight tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Brooks against McDaniels. And it's Brooks missing. Tipped and stolen by Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Morant has a ridiculous motor. This man is finding points at all times. He never stops working hard on offense.
Now here's Russell. Stripped it away. The 3 from Bain. McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Morant against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. 3-pointer. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Here's the 3. Towns with a rebound. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a success.
That was unbelievable!
Wow.
Now that is a finish for the ages.
Here's Edwards. Shakes him. And he sinks the layup. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Morant finds Bain. Driving to the basket. Up and over Russell. Bain, no good. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
Steven Adams at the line.
And he's good on the second. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Towns up top. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Morant into the lane. Here's Aldama. And Gobert with a block. On the break. Oh, deflected. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And he lobs it up. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Kept alive.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last person you want to see coming at you is Rudy Gobert.
Edwards finds McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Over Bain. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And so he makes both from the line. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
What a pass from Morant. terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And it's Russell on the drive. Oh, that's offensive interference. Moran against Edwards. Here's Brooks. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Brooks missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Pass to Aldama. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
And Russell, here we go. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time.
And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Pass to Aldama. Oh, he tries a 3. And they get it back. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Oh, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Moran against Russell. McDaniels up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Clock at 4. Russell, that's good.
Well, Russell is a threat from anywhere on the floor. So if he gets his mid-range look, he's going to take it.
Up top, Bain, guarded by Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Russell from outside. And an annual ritual, players finding out their ratings in NBA 2K. All right, Richard, you were customarily happy with your rating, yes?
I didn't really care, but a part of my condition of working for 2K is they said that they will retroactively change my rating to 100. The first 100 player.
You deserve it, then. Moran against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Bain. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And Edwards, here we go. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. From deep 3-point range. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Gobert passes to Russell. Back to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
.151 left in the half. And here's Russell. He's got 9. Pass to Edwards. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Throw it down. Oh. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Russell up top. And he's going for the oop here. And Gobert with the stuff.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
And that one's good. Morant.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Russell. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Pass to Aldama. Moran against Edwards. Brooks from outside. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 7.
Oh, no.
Look out! Ruthless!
How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure. Outside for Moran. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Edwards. Oh,
wow.
I can't believe he just did that.
Just wow.
See, those are the type of finishes that you pay to see.
Here's Moran. Pass to Brooks. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And so it's Minnesota. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. A big difference in shooting percentages.
Get ready for the double.
About ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Then it's Steven Adams. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Morant. Oh, and Towns with the block.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
And it's Morant missing.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Here's Russell. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bane, the pass to Morant. No good on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Morant's gone just 1 of 5 from deep here. About a minute played here in the second half. And Edwards slams it in.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted, not to be. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Tipped away. Edwards. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And keeping the play alive with his activity. I love the effort.
Payne, the pass to Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Here's Aldama. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Morant against Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Edwards against Bain.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Morant finds Brooks. Russell against Bain. Back to Morant. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Bain. 3-pointer. And Ja Morant good for 3. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Outside Russell. Crosses over. And too long on the shot. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Morant. And it's Morant again missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
The putback controls the rebound and the putback. Russell's got 13.
With or without the ball, Russell's versatility in the open floor creates mismatches. I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Russell up top, pounded by Morant. Offensive rebound, back to Towns. Outside Edwards. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Morant with it. Russell covering. Back to Bain. Pass to Brooks. This one for 3. The offensive rebound.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
Russell with the ball. 13 points in the game.
Oh, yes. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Can't hit that one.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just going to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 11. And when we... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point. To the inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And stolen by Bain. Here's Brooks. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Now Morant. On the wing, Bane. Back to Morant. The three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Edwards finds Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Pass to Bane. Lets it go from deep. Good. And the setup by Morant. He's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And this is what point guards like Russell are responsible for, setting the table for his guys.
And here's Bane, guarded by Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Bane drops them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Russell against Morant. 4 on the clock. Back to Russell. Shoots over Morant. The shot by Russell, no good.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Morant against Edwards. It's blocked by Gobert. Russell to pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him shoot at this point in time. Triple team the dude.
Pass to Aldama. It's blocked by Gobert. Stolen by Bane. Morant with it. Russell covering. Aldama. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Morant against Russell from 12 feet. Edwards can't hit. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Morant, the pass to Bane. From deep. And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Outside Morant. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter. Back to Bane. Clock is at 3. The 3 ball. Morant, no good. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Timberwolves.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Morant against Edwards.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road by the
when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Booker with no one around, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Grizzlies ball.
Morant against Paul. Now Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Paul outside, pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Morant for three. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Again, the miss by Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Passes it to Booker. On deep. Again, the miss by Booker. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bain passes to Brooks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. The Suns have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Ayton. Nails the wide-open jump shot. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Missed inside.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Paul outside. Off target with his 3. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Paul. No good on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Got a piece of it.
Well, more than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Lock at 6. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Back to Crowder. Stolen by Jackson. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Suns trail by 11. 1:10 left in the first. Ayton kicks to Paul. There's the pass to Crowder. He dishes it to Ayton. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul.
Jackson Jr.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Trying to get something going. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Paul. Jackson down low. He's against Crowder. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Paul dishes to Ayton. It's stolen by Adams and taken away by Paul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. It's really elevated the other guys. You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And then Morant slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage.
Your Suns. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Morant with the steal. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Here's Paul. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Biyombo is checked in for 8. Torrey Craig comes in for Jay Crowder. Johnson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Lee's subbed in for Devin Booker.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Paul passes to Biyombo. Johnson outside. A 3-ball. And the Suns miss again. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Brooks with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Phoenix with another turnover here.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And it's Brooks in the corner. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Bridges inside. Brooks covering, and Aikman throws it down.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Bridges finds Booker. Outside Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Jay Crowder moving into the open man.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And Bray, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or, send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Just 5 to shoot. Great open look there.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
1:07 left in the second quarter. Here's Morant driving to the basket.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
76% from the line a season ago.
Crowder, a screen on Morant. Bridges outside. Ball outside. Brooks grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Suns have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson with it. Crowder against Morant. Good work defensively by Crowder. Ball's knocked loose. So as we conclude the first half, so far...
Your Suns, 11. The Grizzlies, 35.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Payne out there with Lee. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Saric in at center. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. That one falls. Jones has got his first points in this one.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Saric. That's tipped. And the Grizzlies shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. For Memphis, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Grizzlies. At the line for 2.
That one is no good. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Fires for three. Good on the triple.
John Conchar.
Conchar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Payne.
Grizzlies foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Inside, here's Sharich, and slam dunk by Sharich.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Sharich gets to the rim.
Jones in the post, working on Payne. It's stolen by Johnson. And Phoenix pushing it up now. There's the triple. Another three for Phoenix.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. That shot is off. The Suns go the other way with it. Payne kicks to Sharich. Back to Payne. From deep. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 22.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Here's Tillman. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Payne. And a miss there on the triple. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Payne covering, and he gets it to go.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
1:06 left to play in the third. Johnson dishes to Payne. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Jones from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Johnson surveying the floor. Lee kicks to Payne. Johnson outside. Back to Payne. A wide open look here for Craig. Second chance shot, and the layup by Sharich. Sharich has got his second basket of the game.
Sharich being aggressive on the offensive glass, and that kind of activity is doing a good job gaining them some bonus points.
Pass to Conchar. Craig defending. Puts up a three. Conchar can't get it to go. There's Lee with the three. Sharich finds Lee. Releases from 15, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies cruising into.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Tyus Jones, and it's Green in at the three, the small forward. Payne up top. Passes it to Saric. The shot misses, and it's Memphis the other way. Tillman passes to Concho. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Lee outside. And they'll get another chance. Charge inside. Lee outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And slam dunk by Charge.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Jones with it. He's picked up by Lee. Pass to Concho.
Grizzlies foul.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Booker with the screen for Paul. To the middle. And a dunk by Booker.
There's so much deceptiveness about Chris Paul's game that he doesn't know how to guard him right now in the pick and roll.
Here's Morant. Jackson a screen on Paul. And Morant throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And here's Booker from the arc. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Payne for 3. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Bounce pass from Paul. For 3, Booker, and Payne pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Paul outside for 3. Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field. What's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Paul outside. Inside. Crowder kicks to Bridges. And the rejection by Jackson.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Memphis.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Morant with the bucket.
But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
From downtown, good on the three-point shot.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
On the wing, Booker. The kick out to Crowder. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Morant. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. from deep three-point range. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them.